boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. Yeah. He said, son, you grow, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you, orphan child, to lead you in the summer to join the black parade. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? Sometimes they get the feeling she's watching over me, and other times I feel like I should go. And through it all, the rise and fall, the body in the street, and when you're gone, we want you all to know we'll carry on, we'll carry on. And though you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on, will carry on. And in my heart it can't contain, the anthem won't explain. A world that sends you reeling from decimated dreams. Your misery and hate will kill us all. So paint it black and take it back, and let's shout it loud and clear. Defiant to the end, we hear the call. We'll carry on, we'll carry on. And though you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on, will carry on. And though you're broken and defeated, your weary widow marches on and on. We carry through the fears, disappointed faces of your peers. Take a look at me, 'cause they could not carry it all. Do or die, you never make me, because the world will never take my heart. Go and try, you'll never break me. We want it all, we wanna play this part. They won't explain or say I'm sorry, I'm unashamed. I'm gonna show my scar and give a cheer for all the broken. Listen here, because it's who we are. Just a man, I'm not a hero. Just a boy who had to sing this song. Just a man, I'm not a hero. I don't carry on, will carry on. And though you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on, will carry on. And though you're broken and defeated, your weary widow marches on. Do or die, you'll never make me, because the world will never take my heart. Go and try, you'll never break me. We want it all, we wanna play this part. Do or die, you'll never make me, because the world will never take my heart. Go and try, you'll never break me. We want it all, we wanna play this part. Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's ripped and taken from me, from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
You wanna see the light?
Can't they chill and let me be free?
So do I.
Can I take away all this pain?
You wanna see the light?
I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't take. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I weren't meant to pay a cheap love for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash.
You wanna see the light?
Feeling like I have no release.
So do I.
How many times have I felt disease?
You wanna see the light?
Nothing in my life is free, is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't take. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to pay a cheap love for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Boom da da dum da dum name da 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 boom da da dum. So fight something on the mingle, fight some things they fight. So something on the mingle, fight some things they fight. Fight something off the heel, who knows? Some things they fight. Fight something on the mingle, fight some things they fight. Something takes a part of me. You and I weren't meant to pay a cheap love for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Part of me. Part of me. Part of me.
Don't cry, she'll be back tomorrow. Take back all the time you borrowed. I'm no longer afraid to tell you that I need you, and I wish that you would come back for more. Locked down in a fold-out bed, singing the same song over and over again. You need me, how fast bad, and I settle for less than that. In my bed, there's a chunk that I find of you, but I'm mistaken for someone who cared for me. I need a cigarette, I haven't smoked in weeks. I need a smaller bed to feel the vacancy. I'm so close to straight away. Put me on the road, put me on the road. Try my best to change my past, but when it's not gone, drop the rubber, let me go. I'm so close to straight away. Put me on the road, put me on the road. Try my best to change my past, but when it's not gone,
Yo, what's going on in chat? How's it going, guys? Yeah, so I'm not on camera tonight because I simply just am not 100% yet. Don't really feel like putting myself on screen. So it was either that or not stream again tonight, and I felt like I had not streamed for so long. That I needed to do something tonight. We also have like this major storm coming through, and it could just completely. Oh, sorry, you can tell EG's struggling, bro. EG's struggling, guys. But there's this massive storm coming through here, and they're calling for like tornadoes and stuff. So if I have to randomly abruptly end stream, that's why. Which is not something we typically get. But they were literally like letting schools out early due to this stuff. So I have no idea what's going to happen with that. I could lose power. I'm trying to make sure I charge all the most important technology in my house right now to make sure that I can, still get to work in the morning. And yeah, and I'm trying to look, see, oh my god, as soon as you said that, Timey, as soon as you said stay awake, I was like, oh my god, here comes another friggin' yawn. Oh my god, guys, I just feel like I'm overworked, underslept. Of course, monster truck season picked back up, so that's like another thing that is on my plate now that is just so hard to keep up with, but I do believe in the project, which is why I do it in the first place. Of course, we had the whole like Oscars thing last night, so I thought we would chat about that a little bit. Who won? I mean, first off, I just want to be clear. Nobody gives a shit about the Oscars. Nobody cares about these actors and actresses. This is all just the most gross abuse of like privilege in the world that all these people get to experience in their daily lives. And then on top of being rich and having hardly any problems except for ones they create for themselves, like, I hate when I hear these Hollywood actors say, oh, I wish that everybody could get all their hopes and dreams fulfilled so they could see that's not the answer. I'm like, suck my dick, bro. Kiss my ass. You don't gotta pay bills. Where does most of the problems for most Americans come from? Not being able to pay their bills. So if I gotta hear these prissy Hollywood actors one more time talk about how the world needs to be a better place so that they could just enjoy their mansions more than they already do, like, I'm gonna puke. And I think the Oscars, like, I don't even know why I'm talking about it, to be honest. I think it's mainly because I want to talk about how much of a joke the Oscars are. Yeah, I think most people, like, I don't think that anybody cares about the Oscars. As much as we as normal people go through on a regular basis, to expect for the Oscars to like be something that anybody other than like completely like really lonely or people who just really have absolutely nothing going on would be excited to watch the Oscars. I think mostly now people get excited about the Oscars so that they can go clip it and make fun of all the people that are in it, There is no motivation that these people give to the world. None. And I'm going to bring you in a minute, Phallic. Sorry, I'm just going on my Oscars rant right now. That's what I'm dealing with. Now these storms are no joke. We lost power, but thankfully we have a generator. I live in country land. We have tornadoes rip through here in Indiana. I think that's what's coming here too, Tina. I'm glad you guys are okay. But I think that this is, I think that's the storm that's heading right for me now. I heard Ichi's jealous of rich people because they get more. I'm sure there's a lot of bottoming that takes place in Hollywood. Carla, they put my bottoming to shame, if I had to be honest. But anyway, all right, Fally Fowl, what's up, girl? Are you there? I see you're still muted. She might be doing mom stuff. Oh, there she is.
I'm here.
You sound tired too.
Dude, I got wrecked this weekend.
Like,
it was
physically or sexually?
No,
or?
no. Remember I texted you, I don't know, it was Thursday. It was Sunday. Um, oh yeah, because that's the incident that happened at Jet's school was on Wednesday. So Thursday, Jet woke up with like a crazy fever, and he had a dentist appointment, and we couldn't cancel because it would be a fee to cancel.
Oh my god.
So that was rough. And then I woke up on Friday. No. On Friday, I was feeling fine. And then about, like, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12-ish, I started feeling super sluggish. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go take a nap. I took a nap and I woke up just destroyed. I had a fever. I had, like, my face just felt like it was full of liquid. And so I was like, okay, we're not doing that. And then we just went back to bed. And I basically slept all weekend. Um,
I know something's going
I,
around. Miss Lately's her kid's sick, so we're hoping she gets better. And I don't know. I think it's just this change of weather is when things go absolutely ape shit. It's like these dormant germs maybe with the warmer weather
mm,
all of a sudden become more active. I don't know. There's got to be something connected.
like spring fever or something like that.
Yeah, spring fever. So, um, in other positive, more positive news, I'm getting very much back into skating again. The video I posted that I did on inline
Doing so
skating,
good.
it is performing incredibly well, and we've had massive people in the industry take notice of it. Guys that I've been watching for a year, specifically shout out Loco Skates, who is a skate shop in UK. I've watched their videos for a long time, breaking
Oh
down
yeah.
skates and stuff. Air Dolphin, who's this guy who is a rollerblader who dresses like he's from the 90s with his big Jinko jeans. He's been on Braille skateboarding. It's very popular on TikTok. He commented on it. Some friends that I had from back in the day when I was talking about skating saw it, and they were like, I'm glad to see that you're still doing it. Shut up, Sarah. Nobody asked you. I love that bottoming's not gay, but rollerblading's gay. You guys never say anything about my bottoming, but the minute I talk about rollerblading, all of a sudden here comes the homophobia. But it's I don't know. I've been having so much fun. We got Miss Lately all set up with a whole big setup, so she's gonna come joining me, and we're probably gonna do more skate vlogs. We're gonna plan a trip out to Woodward for one of their adult camps that they do there, which I think is gonna be super fun. If you guys are familiar with Woodward Camp, it's like this massive camp that just is like I don't know, like 15, 20 different skate parks and classes on teaching people tricks and have a mega ramp that I want to try and do. I've always wanted to do a mega ramp, like you know what they do in Nitro Circus, where they come down the big jump and then they go over into the, you know what I'm talking about, Fal?
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, I'm not super into the community, but I've been to skate parks and stuff.
Well, the Nitro Circus one is the one where they come down that huge rolling and then they air like 100 feet across this big gap into an incline and then up into well, I guess there typically you roll into a quarter pipe, but I think for Nitro Circus they just roll into like an airbag or something. But I always wanted to try and do that,
That'll be fun.
and that's exactly why I rollerblade, Carla. I won't tolerate any inline skating slander from this chat. All right, you can talk about my ass all day. Don't drag in. It's already bad enough that rollerbladers get called gay, which is a super homophobic thing to do. Compare
Isn't
an
it like a
entire
good source of exercise too?
It's great source of exercise. It's super fun, makes you feel youthful and stuff. But you know,
Yeah, with like the balance in your core and stuff.
I don't know if
I
Sarah's
can only imagine.
genuinely actually hates skaters or if she's just trolling me, because she definitely seems like the second I bring it up, she's like gets really amped up. Like, did a rollerblader cut you off or something at some point, Sarah, that you're so anti rollerblading? Or are you just anti all skating in general, like even skateboarders? Anybody who does anything on wheels, just immediate homophobia.
No cars, no bikes.
Yeah, no cars, no bikes. I mean, that wouldn't technically make her gay because she skates around in her car all the time when she's supposed to be hanging out. But anyway, so let's take a look at what happened with the Oscars. Yeah, I went on that big tangent. It's the 98th Academy Awards. 98. Fucking God, give me serenity.
I have no information on this. I don't even know who won what.
I saw 2 movies that were nominated. I saw
Mm.
one fight after another. Actually, no, I saw the Bob Dylan one too, and then I saw the movie that had her in it. That was oh my god, Begonia. It's called. Begonia was awesome. So if you guys haven't seen Begonia, it's like this. I'm sure it's like a political. All these fucking movies have sub political things, and I'm pretty sure that it was like supposed to be like making fun of like right wingers who have like these really crazy lizard people conspiracy theories or whatever. But the whole movie, you never know what is. I'm not going to spoil anything because I would suggest you all go watch it because me and the lady, we had a lot of fun watching it, trying to figure out whether or not what we were seeing was real and like which character was right and which character like was just crazy. So I would highly suggest go and check out Begonia. I think it's on Hulu right now. Don't quote me on that though. It's definitely on one of the streaming things. Most of the time, whenever the Oscars like come around, they always try to get all these movies out onto streaming platforms so they can cash in on it. I thought that Conan O'Brien sucked as a host. I don't really find him to be very funny at all.
I like Conan O'Brien. What the heck?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Maybe it just wasn't his night.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just stupid. It just seemed like he was trying so hard, like the whole erratic thing, and I don't know. Like he just seemed like he was so fucking happy to be the host. Like I finally made it. I've done something after getting kicked off TV by Jay Leno. But it was just political shit again, and he basically said at one point, you know, there's gonna be a lot of political stuff. So if you don't want to watch this, I think you know go watch Kid Rock's after party or something. And I just like I don't know, it's fucking stupid. All of it. So it was just nonstop Trump hating, which you know that again, I don't care if they dislike Trump. What I do care about though is alienating half of the country. That's where I definitely have it's like that shit right there that has
Okay,
been
I
driving
just-
a wedge between the country for so
I'm ready to
fucking
go
long.
in, coach. Just give me a
I have
chance.
a- I have a
hang
little
on
I
one
know
second.
there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological.
Sunset.
Just got to stay in a positive frame of mind.
At Sunset Shadow became a lately. Heck yeah, at Sunset Shadow celebrates 19 months of membership, cool face emoji.
Hell yeah, 19 months, Sunset Shadow. Thank you so much. One of the OGs, one of the originals. She's been here. Well, she doesn't come as much as Tina, but you know what? She always makes an effort to be here. And Sunset Shadow has been here since I started this whole journey, all the way back in the pierogi days when I did my first video. Sunset has been a constant supporter. Just always so positive, always so supportive, and 19 months, I don't even know what to say. Her and Tina, I think Tina beat her by like, I don't know, they both came at the same time. So yeah, that is impressive shit. I don't even know what to say. Like, that's crazy to think that I've been almost doing this for 20 months. So thank you so much, Sunset. You're amazing. Your support doesn't go unnoticed. And I always get excited when I see your name in the chat. Okay, Falk, you may continue now.
Just on the political stuff, like I think that it's all just posturing on the part of Hollywood, to be like, oh, we feel superior now that Trump did a bad thing, which objectively, the war in Iran Iran is a bad thing.
Is it though?
It is. It's bad.
I don't wear crew
We've
necks.
wounded.
Oh,
And I
Well,
hate
hang on, hang
turtlenecks,
about-
man. A turtleneck is like being strangled by a really weak guy
It certainly is.
all day.
At the Daniels Crew super chatted $5. He lurking, my hubby has a broken knee, so I'm lurking.
Oh,
I'm ready to go in, coach.
your
Just
poor
give me a
husband,
chance.
always getting
I know
hurt.
there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological.
Look at the
Just got to stay in a
alerts popping
positive frame
off.
of mind.
They
At
love it.
Entelikian_shift became a lately. Heck yeah, at Entelikian_shift celebrates 12 months of membership. Oh. I didn't even notice I am a yearling this one.
Oh my god, E-Shift, a full year, 12 months. Thank you so much. Again, guys, I don't want you guys to think that like the members are the total support and the blood and the heart that keeps this channel going. Without the members of this channel, I don't think I'd be doing streaming. I'm just going to be honest. Everything I do on here is for our members. So thank you guys, everybody who's a member and everybody who's continued to be a member. I love you guys with all my heart, and you guys are the reason that like I don't just skip doing streams all the time, especially when I'm like, you know, I really want to. I was really not feeling like streaming tonight, but I was like, I want to go see my members. I want to go see all the people that show up every week, and I knew that we hadn't streamed Wednesday or Friday because I wasn't feeling great. And some part of it's physical, the other part of it's just mental health, just lack of motivation. I don't know. I get like this after good performing videos for some reason. I don't really understand how it works, but it's almost like, oh great, like it's easy to come back and like do a video after I get like one that only does like 150 views, but when I do one that's like a 1 out of 10, I'm like, fuck. Like, what do I gotta do now?
I don't wear crew
Where do I
necks.
go from here?
And I hate
Daniel's
turtlenecks, man.
crew.
A turtleneck is like being strangled by a really weak guy
That is not what I said, Sarah.
all day.
At the Daniels Crew super chatted $2 for being here for who knows how long.
I would say you're probably in the same boat, Daniel's crew. You've probably been here for a year, I want to say, because I know you came during the pierogi stuff too, but it wasn't as fast as like Sunset, because Sunset mods for Scammer Payback. She's a very she's like an authority in his chat. So it's great to see her. So like her and Tina, I know initially came right in, but Daniel's crew, you've definitely been here for a long time, well over a year. I think. I feel like I've only been doing this for a year, so it's hard for me to like really know who has been here and for how long, because y'all are we need to find me a shorter notification. No, I like it. I like it. It's different. It's fun. We don't get many notifications, so when we do, we want to make it count. So if it's a little bit long, it's a little bit long. So, but all right. Sorry. Gotta when the chat speaks, we gotta listen, Phallic. You know how it goes.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, we love the support. We love to support the members. Fucking love you guys for seriouses.
For seriouses. It's why, like, you know, I wanted to be here too with you guys and take interest from the community, do the community highlights and all that. But yes, the war in Iran is bad. We've already have like I think over 130 wounded. 8 of those were fatal wounds, but they haven't died yet. And then an additional 8 service members that died in combat.
All right,
already.
let's get back on the Oscars.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You're
it's
just
a
fucking
bad.
like, I'm over here like, I love you guys, and you're just like, yeah, and then let's get into the war statistics of who we like. All right, calm down. Like, we're not getting into fucking Iran
Well, because
tonight.
you asked if Iran was a bad thing.
Because
I
okay,
don't know.
I'm just gonna say this, and all I'm gonna say is the people in Iran have been like treated shitty in that country for a very long time.
Absolutely.
And they
Absolutely.
deserve to have their liberation. And I do think that Iran creates a completely unstable area for that. Everybody who lives in that place, you know, all that. So
100%.
that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not saying
I
I'm
wanna
not
get
team
into a
Iran.
debate.
I'm not team Iran. I'm just saying the war's bad.
Well,
And this is
all
coming.
wars are
I've got
bad.
military. I got military family members. My uncle's retired Air Force. I've got cousins that are retired from the Army, and some of them have lost like arms and stuff. So it matters to me. This stuff matters to me.
All I know is that, you know, there's been massive executions of people who've protested in Iran, and I think it's horrible that happened.
Yeah, over
and
1,000 people.
Those people deserve to have justice, and the people who did that deserve to be held accountable. And that's all I'm gonna say. All right, no more Iran talk. All right, we're talking about the fucking Oscars. All right,
You're talking about the Oscars.
I don't want. The last thing I felt like doing tonight is getting into a debate about fucking Iran. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then you gave the Oscars shit for talking about Trump, and I was like, he could use a little shit right now.
No, like well, yeah, but that's fine. But like it's just more the same. You're alienating still half of the country. Like, when are they ever going to learn? This is why nobody supports Hollywood. This is why theaters are going under. This is why nobody goes to the movies anymore. You know, like it's I don't know. I just think it's terrible. Iran is a horrible thing. I agree. I thought the point was we were supposed to get out of that area. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Honestly, geopolitics are not my thing. not Foxting either. We're just gonna basically give our own opinions on what we think, and at the end of the day, it's not gonna
I'm more
matter.
of a military brat.
It's just
I'm more of a
gonna
military brat. That's
it's-
all I care about.
it's just gonna stress us the fuck out. I wanted to have this be a nice low key stream until my power goes out,
Yes, sir.
and then I go to bed. So okay. Anyway, but regardless, the war in Iran, regardless of whatever you feel about it, that doesn't mute the point that these Hollywood people need to just shut the fuck up. They have nothing in common with everyday citizens. Nobody cares about what they have to say. They all live in mansions. They're all filthy rich. Most of them will be living on Easy Street for the rest of their lives. So yeah, I don't really care what they have to say, and I don't really care.
And
about
everything they
their
do
politics.
is performative.
Yeah.
Even when
They're just saying,
like, the
I'm
whole-
part of you.
Yeah.
I'm one of you guys. Keep putting me in your movies because I'm one of you guys.
remember that singing thing they did in COVID?
Oh my god, dude, that was the most cringy
It was
thing.
so embarrassing.
Imagine all the Gal Gadot started it and was just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. And they were in like they were trying to recreate, what were they trying to recreate that? Because that was something that happened before, right? That Hollywood did back in like the 80s, I think.
I don't remember.
And
I
they
wasn't
were-
alive then.
They were like trying to recreate it for COVID, but it just came off so cringy because they were all sitting in their homes. Just none of them were in the same key. None of them were like it's like they were just like all sang the same song and then they just took pieces of it and then tried to mesh them together, and it was just, I don't know. Some of the actors and singers did not grow up rich, and there are some that are military veterans like Adam Driver. Yeah, that's one thing, like, but I don't remember seeing any clips of Adam Driver. I'm sure if I looked one up I could find one, but at the end of the day, it is all performative. All these people are filthy rich. They don't know what it's like to be in the economy that we're in today. And yes, I know that not all of them grew up rich, but they're rich now, right? And they have it. It's like a lot of people who get in there and then close the door behind them. I don't think that makes them smart or right. If anything, it makes them out of touch. It's just like a lot of the YouTubers that start off being really good and like with a great message, then they get super famous and turn into shitheads. It's the exact same thing. It just happened to Hollywood first. But anyway, I wanted to go over some of the winners on the night. Just so we could see who the hell won stuff, as if we really, care. The Nepo babies are different. Oh, there's so many Nepo babies. How many movies have you seen where it's like, oh, that's Mia Hawke, the daughter of fucking Ethan Hawke and his wife Uma Thurman. Like, it's so like Johnny Depp's daughter's in Hollywood. Kevin Smith. If you're in, you're in. It's they basically, you're like, it's a all who you know club. They kick down the ladder behind them instead of extending. Yeah. They talk about how much they care about the world, but yet they hardly do shit to help other people. They should be funding other people's movies, like take a chance on unknown directors or something like that. Put some fresh faces in movies that might get a chance to get a payday. It's all stupid. But yeah. So the Academy were for Best Visual Effects. The nominees were Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, which F1 was a great movie. Jurassic World Rebirth was a great movie as well. Never saw The Lost Bus or Sinners. I feel like Sinners was nominated for fucking everything yesterday. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't comment on what I think of it. But Avatar won that one. Best film editing. Obviously, I care about this one because I'm an editor, so I like editing things. And the nominees were F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Again, I'm trying to see. It doesn't like flat out say who won. KW, One Battle After Another picked up all the right precursors that Chase Through the Hills alone deserved the win. Best editing tends to, but not always, go to Best Picture winner. So look at this as a bellwethering award. I'm picking One Battle After Another regardless of how I will say I did like One Battle After Another. I did see it. I know it's like a love letter to Antifa or whatever, but I thought that Leonardo DiCaprio was funny in it, like because he becomes like this boomer guy who's like trying to get his daughter safe, and like, you know, the revolutionary people that he was in with, like he's a boomer, he doesn't give a shit about that anymore, and he can't remember like all the secret code words and stuff, and he just talks about how stupid they're like you know, there's symbols. In a way, it makes fun of Antifa, but at the same time, it's, you know, they're supposed to be, I think, Antifa. So best costume design. The nominees were Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. I don't even know what fucking Hamnet is. I think it's like some Shakespeare thing. I don't think this is telling me the winners. This is telling me who. They just say like what they look for and who they'd pick. It doesn't say who the winners were. I want to find the results. So I can actually see who won shit. They had like that homage to Rob Reiner too, which I think honestly it's laughable, right? You could give your support for Rob Reiner and his contribution to film, because I do love a lot of things that Rob Reiner did, but at the same time, to lecture how everybody else is living their lives while, you know, your own friends are getting murdered by their children, I don't know. I just felt like that was a bad look. I love seeing horror films get recognized this year. Yeah, there's so many great horror films. I'm such a big horror movie fan myself. I love horror movies. Like typically I'll go if I'm going to watch a movie, I'll typically go watch a horror movie first, or go see what's in the horror movie things first. Then I'll probably go to action after that, and then all this other stuff. So, so Best Picture, one battle after another won. So, again, I don't know if it deserved to win Best Picture. I do think Begonia was a really good fucking movie, and I felt like it was like refreshing to see Hollywood finally think like outside the box and put out a movie like Begonia. Best Actor was Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. Best Actress was Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. Are you picking up a trend here? So we're going to give, everybody's going to get a part of it, right? Michael B. Jordan from Sinners is going to get Best Actor. From Best Actress, we're going to give it to Hamnet. From Best Picture, we're going to give it to One Battle After Another. Like, it's like everybody just gets a specific, everybody just gets like a specific thing. Amy Madigan really deserved her award. I loved how her husband, Ed Harris, looked over at her when it was announced. Ed Harris has got to be up there now. I haven't seen what he looks like, but I'm happy that I always enjoyed. Oh my God. You okay? Dying over there. Well, mute the mic next time you cough, woman. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I couldn't catch it in time. Jeez, man.
Best Supporting Actress was Amy Madigan. Weapons. Weapons was actually... I forgot about Weapons. That was actually a good movie. Have you seen Weapons, Falak?
No, I'm the only weapon I pay attention to.
Have you... That's true. I figured with a name like Falak Weapon, you would have seen Weapons. Have you seen any of these movies?
No.
Okay. All right. I got this then.
Yeah, I'm telling you. With the Oscars, I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Get out of here, AP. I don't want to sign up for nothing. So
I do have one story from the Oscars, but it's different.
Well, let's get through the list first, then we can talk about Oscar stories or whatever. Best Supporting Actor was Sean Penn in One Battle After Another. Honestly, I don't really think that he did anything super special in that. I think he just got it because he's Sean Penn. I don't think that she was not choking on an eggplant. I don't think she's in the health to be doing that at the moment, Sarah, you dirty girl.
No, I'm getting over being sick.
She couldn't even take an eggplant in her mouth. Her nose she would suffocate. Her nose is stuffed.
I do need all of you ladies to give me luck because I'm talking to a boy.
Uh-oh.
And I think he likes me.
Oh shit, get
So
it. That's
we'll
not
see.
gonna.
We'll see.
That's not gonna do good for the we're married or in love rumors, is it?
Oh, right. Okay, keep it on the DL, guys.
Yeah. Director Paul Thomas Anderson, one battle after another. Again, it was a good movie, but I do think that Begonia was just far and away better than all of these. Original song Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters, which by the way, they cut off the award speech for them, which I thought was incredibly, like, you cut off the Asians, like they're not allowed to talk, but you know, let all the white people talk as much as they want, but they absolutely shut the mic off. And EJ, who is like the girl, after EJ stopped talking, like it was like they didn't care what anybody else had to say. So when the guy who helped her write it came up to speak and give like his thanks, they just cut the mic and then rolled music. And EJ was literally like begging for them to let him finish his speech. Like, if you guys are familiar, like, with the story of like EJ and all the shit she went through to stay relevant in a business that told her she was too old, only being 30 and 31, you would understand why that was such an important moment to her. And I think it was fucked up that they cut her off in the middle of her speech. Well, they didn't cut her off. They cut off the guy that came up and started talking. Like, they let her finish her speech and instantly was like, all right, that's enough. Original score, Sinners. Again, I haven't seen Sinners. Animated film, K-pop Demon Hunters. Obviously, because it's like a cultural phenomenon. They kind of have to.
I watched it with my sister. I think I told you this. It was such like a crazy fever dream watching it because it just cut. There was no through line for the story or whatever. But my sister teaches elementary school, like first graders, first, second grade, because she's interning right now. And like both of her classes are just obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunter. So she came over, we had some snacks and we had a girls' night. And she was all like, we have to watch this movie because I need to be able to relate to the kids. And we watched it and we were both looking at each other. And she's like 8 years younger than me. So she's in her mid-20s. And she didn't get it either. I was like, but the music was good. It was very catchy.
I
So
think Golden is an incredible song. And
Right,
I do like a lot of the songs that they wrote. It absolutely deserved best original song. I do think that you're on to something with the we need to relate to kids thing, which is why they gave it to K-pop Demon Hunters, because they wanted kids to tune in. Like they want people to care about the Oscars, which right now there's just so many more people who have like too much going on and could give two shits about what's going on in the world of Hollywood right now because they're just trying to put food on the table for their families. So if I'm going to criticize Trump for anything, it's going to be that. Like, he was supposed to make the economy good for everybody, and he fucking made it, like, it's even worse than it's ever been. International film, Sentimental Value from Norway. So basically any film that's not in America, I think, counts as international film or indie film. A documentary feature, Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Obviously, because why not? You know, Russia bad. What's up, Mad Daddy? I didn't think I would like the movie, but I was pleasantly surprised. Oh, K-pop Demon Hunters. By the way, I'm telling you guys all right now, go watch the movie I told you about earlier. Oh my god, why do I keep fucking forgetting the name of it? Begonia.
Is it Bologna?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Not
There,
Bologna.
I'll be able to remember it now. Bologna, but Begonia is really good. I thought it was fun. It was a fun ride. Kangalope says, I lost my job because of the tariffs and then had to get rehired by one of the companies that bought us. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, the tariffs was such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. It absolutely crippled the market. You know, and I don't know. I don't want to get political here. I just want to talk about the fucking movies and casting Cassandra Kalakundis. Cassandra Kalakundis. One battle after another. Congratulations, you won you won an Oscar for casting Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn. You fucking genius. Who would have thought? Who could have imagined that casting Sean Penn and Leonardo DiCaprio would lead to a good movie? It's like I'd love to see casting go to like an ensemble cast of like people that aren't like household names that put together a great movie. You know, I think that would be a better use of that award. Best sound: Gareth, John, Al Nelson, Gwendolyn Yates in F1. Which, if you haven't seen F1, it's fucking great. It is a great movie, so I would highly suggest checking that out. Cinematography: Autumn Durald, Sinners. Original screenplay: Sinners, Ryan Coogler. Adapted screenplay: One Battle After Another. It's just like this. You know, this is all lobbying too to get these films nominated for Oscars. Like,
Well, that's what the Academy is, right?
yeah, you have to pay your way to get your film in front of the, like, in front of these people. So there's probably way better movies that actually deserve to win, but unless you're like friends with the people that are involved in this, you're not going to be winning shit. So you took your dad to see F1? Yeah, I loved it. I thought Brad Pitt was great in that movie. But since it's like a manly flick, I don't think that it was gonna win much. Live action short film: The Singers, two people exchanging saliva. Never seen that. Adapted screenplay: One Battle After Another. I guess because it came out from a book. Animated short film: The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Documentary short film: All the Empty Rooms. Now, these are the ones that I'd actually be interested in, like the animated short films or the documentary short films, because those are typically from people that aren't known.
Yeah, and The Girl Who Cried Pearls, I actually am familiar with her from Twitter. That's a stop motion animation film that she did, and it's pretty good from what the clips I've seen.
I saw Markiplier was at the Oscars too.
He was
Yeah.
looking snazzy with his lady.
They're probably, they probably got the attention of Hollywood. So they probably were like,
Rightfully so.
yeah, you know how to make a cheap film that gets us ratings? Great, we want you.
Cheap. $3 million is cheap.
Yeah, but how much did he make back? I mean, for Hollywood, $3 million is an indie film.
That's true. That's true.
So,
But he made like 10 times the budget.
yeah. That's what I mean. Like, that'll get your attention with studios immediately. They're like, oh, this guy's box office gold. Let's get him. I guarantee you're going to start seeing Markiplier and more shit, too. Because they're just going to want his presence to try to... Plus, he's a good actor. I'll give him that. He's a really good actor. I think that they're going to try to
Except for when he cries.
Yeah, they're going to use him to try to, like, bring in money. And hopefully they don't fuck him over. But it's Hollywood, and that's kind of what they do. Unless you fuck yourself over, like the girl that was in Snow White. She kind of made sure that her career was dead after that. Visual effects: Avatar: Fire and Ash. Production assistant or production design: Frankenstein. Film editing: One Battle After Another. Frankenstein. Yeah. Here's some comments that people have said. Then I kind of want to see what people are saying. It seems that this year they mostly got it right to nominate it. I don't know if these are censored comments. That kind of does sound like censored comments. They nominated The Worthy and awarded that among them. I was hoping that Jacob Elordi would win for Frankenstein, but knew it was a long shot. I was disappointed that none of the Frankenstein design winners acknowledged Bernie Wrightson. These are all probably industry people commenting on this shit. Once again, I saved... Okay, here's a real one. Once again, I saved 4 hours of my life by not watching a program where these overpriced actors get all the money. Sex and drugs they want, but then they want to give themselves little statuses too. We Are So Wonderful. I saw a couple films all the way through, but the big winners were terrible excuses for art. The Oscars are outdated and pointless. Other than a night of self-gratification for the Hollywood crowd, maybe they need to look at how the ratings have dropped because the whole exercise is self-stroking. That's true. It is true. Although he just got all thumb down. Let's see what some of the replies to this are. What was your favorite movie of the year? There weren't that many snubs regarding nominations this year, so I expect they aren't really a fan of film. Also, you seem like you really need to go touch grass. So this is, I guarantee this is all people in the industry that are in these comments. And then like one guy from the internet found his way into it and now they're all jumping on him. Now you'll see that all the time in the comments on YouTube and stuff. Is that people like if you like, especially when I covered what's the show with the witches from Marvel or whatever, Agatha All Along. I was actually pretty like praiseful of it, but since I said some of the stuff, like some of the themes where I felt unnecessary, there a lot of people that worked on the shit like fucking lit me up in the comments. And I'm like, sorry, like I'm just being honest. You want me to just lie to you and tell you how amazing it was? But that's the other thing too. Like if I sit here and tell you, if I were to make videos where I said that everything was amazing all the time, nobody would give a shit about anything I said. Part of playing this game online is being like provocative and, disagreeable. So, sometimes it's worth it to just be yourself and be true to what you believe, because I think that it's important. So let's not forget, folks, this is an industry event where they give out industry participation prizes. The true prize is 20 years from now when a work of art is still viewed regularly. That's true. I like that comment, actually. It's like, yeah, do you think in 10 years right now, anybody's going to be talking about one battle after another? I don't think so. Do you guys know who won the Oscar 3 years ago? Do you know, Fal?
No.
What about last year? Do you know last year's Oscar winner?
Stop embarrassing me.
No, I'm just I'm making a point. I'm making a point.
Okay,
Nobody
okay.
gives a fuck about these people.
Right. So like the last movie I went to go see was because it was a YouTuber made movie. So,
Yeah. But I do think that we kind of speak for at least I know I'm not habitually like online, but like I think I speak for a large majority of people out there who feel the way I do, and that's that this stuff is just worthless. I kind of want to see what the Oscars ratings were, but I don't know.
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna not get like a true.
Oh, like it's gonna be inflated because
Yeah.
they did that with the Markiplier's movie, dude. Excuse me. They like took him off of like top of the leaderboard or whatever for movies.
Yeah, because he's not in with
Because
them.
yeah, he was outpacing like major films that spent way more money on their budget or whatever.
Because you know how it would
And
look for Hollywood if a YouTuber came in and won?
and did what he did.
Yeah. It'd be
So
embarrassing for that whole industry. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, I think that Hollywood is already suffering with the fact that social media influencers are becoming bigger than Hollywood actors. And I hate it. They hate it. They were always supposed to be the big time stars, not these people who are self-made. Say what you want about influencers, but you can almost guarantee that that most influencers, aside from the ones that buy bots and shit, are self-made entertainers that have worked their asses off to get to where they are. Unlike these people who just got a big break. Go ahead, Val.
Yeah, and they feel a hell of a lot more genuine than any Hollywood actor, Like I'm sure, Markiplier has a persona that he puts on. When I watch my people that I follow on YouTube, I'm sure there's always like a little bit of an air of performative, like a performative nature type thing. But I mean, that's natural when you're in front of a camera and you're trying to make a show. So, but it still feels more genuine than anything Hollywood has put out
Yeah.
recently, or any like we talked about with the little shticks they do. Remember when they were singing to Putin "If I Was Your Mother" or something?
Yep. Yeah, it's I don't know.
And
All of it just seems performative. It says the 2025 Oscars drew 19.7 million viewers, marking a 5-year high and strong gains among younger demographics. The 97th Academy Awards, hosted by Conan O'Brien, averaged 19 million viewers across ABC and Hulu, surpassing the 19. How many do you think actually watched it, though? And how many people just didn't have it on in the background? Million viewers of 2024 telecast and becoming the largest audience in 5 years. This increase was largely driven by digital and streaming viewership, as Hulu streamed the ceremony live for the first time despite technical glitches affecting some users. So that's why it was high, because people on Hulu were able to watch it live. Looks like adults from 18 to 49, 4.54 rating, which is 6 million viewers, up 19% from 3.8 last year. Adults 18 to 34, 3.9. Wait, why is it 18 to 34 and 18 to 49? Like, why, what a weird, like, so what, they take off, like,
Yeah, that is odd.
14 years, and then they gave that its own rating. I don't know. I don't believe this. This is already looking stupid. Why would you rate adults 18 to 49 and then underneath it 18 to 34?
Well, also, like, a demographic of 18 to 49 is an incorrect graphic, because I highly doubt a lot of 49-year-olds have anything in common with 18-year-olds.
We don't. Although I'm not 49, but I can imagine.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Except skating. We all like
Okay,
skating.
buddy.
Well, skating is, it is seeing a resurgence among older people because, it's like, it's a way to stay youthful and feel young and recapture your youth, and it's still so
Of
much
course.
fun to do. Tell me bombing a hill at 40 is not the same rush as bombing a hill at 18. Like, it's the same thing, and it's just like such an easy way to just kind of feel young again. And that's why I love it, and that's why there's so many like unks that are enjoying skating nowadays. In 2020, it was 23 million viewers, but you would think. Oh, wait, 2021 had 10 million, which in parentheses said COVID affected it. Yeah, COVID stopped people who were trapped inside their house from watching the Oscars. 2022 to 2024 was 16 million to 18 million to 19 million. I don't know. I don't really believe these numbers, personally. You don't think Hulu's got the ability to have bots? Do you know why it's so important for this Hollywood machine to continue on? Take a guess, Pal.
Oh, I have several guesses, and they all involve California, and I don't want to talk about it or my governor ever again.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about like trying to keep a dying industry alive. It really,
Right.
And yeah, Carla, money. It is all about money, because
It's exactly why Gavin Newsom won't tax billionaires in our state.
it's all actors. Yeah.
He's gone on record saying multiple times that he will not tax the rich to maybe help with some of the issues that our state has, and maybe some of their money could go to like the homeless issue, or I don't know, managing forests for forest fires or something. No, and he refuses to do it, and he's very on record about it, and he's done this. He's always catered to any. I listen, I'm a Democrat, but I do not like my governor. I'm sorry. Hands up, don't shoot me.
Oh my God! Just the fact you have to say, "I'm a Democrat, don't shoot me." It's just, I don't know. It's all cringy, all of it. It sucks right now to be alive. People suck. Driving on the road sucks. Everybody's narcissist is driving behind. Everybody thinks where they're going is way more important than where everybody else is going. I think a lot of this is due to social media, giving this idea that we are all way more important than we really are. It's bad here in Tennessee too. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like the whole thing is just gross. Yeah, because Tennessee, you guys have that's like the country music capital of the world. You guys have Nashville.
Oh
So that's like
yeah,
its own
music.
Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
So
And there's a thing with like labels and stuff, right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like the Academy for Actors or whatever. There's like labels, recording artists and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Grammys. The Grammys.
Yeah,
But
oh yes, yes.
we also have, but now we're in a time too where more people than ever can film their own movies, which I want to do. Like making a documentary these days, most people already, if you're an influencer or you're somebody who does YouTube, you already have all the gear necessary to create a compelling documentary. Most of us do that for fun as video essays online, They voted against universal pre-K but passed school vouchers for private schools. Yeah, it's just all It's all crazy, dude. It's a crazy world we live in right now.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Yep, it's all about the Benjamins at the end of the day. Who's got them? Who's gonna get them? And who we have to keep out of the hands of. So, but anyway, that was the Oscar stuff I wanted to take a look at real quick. That's basically hot topics too. So, cause like
No, let
no,
me talk about my stuff.
we will. We'll talk about it on Wednesday because It's gonna be a short stream tonight because little Ailey's here too, and I really feel like
Okay.
I'm gonna lose power like any minute. So
No worries. Can I give one story?
yeah, you can get one story.
And it is Oscars related.
Okay.
So this man, GF, let me share my screen so you guys can read along. I don't know if that's gonna mess up your stuff, EG, but
Yeah, I don't have the typical setup today, but let me see if yeah.
I
see
can
if-
read it out loud. It's not a video.
Oh, okay. If it's not a video, yeah, just
So it was a post by Geoff Keighley. I think that's how you say his name.
yeah, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff. That's how
Yeah.
you pronounce it. Okay. And he said, so incredibly disappointed and heartbroken that the Oscars and AMPAS chose not to include my father, David Keeley, and his immeasurable contributions to IMAX and cinema in the memorandum.
Memorandum. It's like
There's no
that.
D in it.
Well,
There's no
in memoriam.
in memoriam. There you go.
Yeah, it's like the part where they show like all the people who in Hollywood had passed away this year. Rob Reiner got like the most love.
But they didn't include David Keeley, and Mr. Jeff is very upset about it. And he said, I will never forget. That's crazy. IMAX is such a huge thing in Hollywood. To not include one of the founders in it in memoriam, I thought that was just very disrespectful.
I agree, but you know what it is? It's like the same thing with like expendable assets, and I'm pretty like I guess they were so worried about making sure that they fluffed Rob Reiner that they sacrificed, and you know how much they focus on time, right? They cut off the one set of Korean winners, which is
Yeah.
incredibly rude. Because you know what
It
that
is.
looks like. The one group of Asians that come up here to accept an award, you cut them off and don't let them finish their speech. But everybody else, the blacks, the whites, they all got to finish their speeches, you know. But you cut off the
Yeah.
Asians. So I don't know. It's just the whole thing is bullshit. The whole thing's stupid, and I'm not shocked that they skipped him because you know most people who've actually were the backbone of Hollywood never get their roses.
Yeah, like people that helped build the infrastructure for everything, right? Like
Yep.
IMAX is such a huge thing. I remember when it first came out because that's how old I am. But yeah, it's crazy. I saw that and I was like, you don't forget, dude. You get your vengeance on Hollywood.
I'd be pissed too, yeah, you know. Like I don't know, you think about all these Fortune 500 countries that were built on the back of workers, and when somebody would
Yeah.
die, you know, nobody would care. You know, just another day at work. Oh, that's a shame. They would never get
Yeah,
like a
it's the families.
celebration. Yeah. They would never get a celebration. They would never get any kind of, you know, the companies would never take care of them. It was only a few years ago Asian films couldn't even be nominated. Yeah, isn't that nuts? E-Shift. You want to talk
Oh
about
yeah, E-Shift.
you want to talk about racism and shit in Hollywood? Like, you know, it's pretty evident that they overlook. And then they
Didn't it start-
overcorrect. So they overcorrect because now that we're talking about it, I think 2 years ago it was Everything Everywhere All at Once was like one of the big winners, and that was the
Yes, it
Asian
was.
pushed film. So it's almost like they realized that they had been fucking up by not letting Asians be a part of it. So they overcorrect it and then just give them all the awards so that people won't bother them and can't say they're racist or anything.
But then they can cut them off because there was also Crazy Rich Asians and Parasite. Both of those were really good movies too.
Oh, Parasite was great. Yeah,
Parasite
I
was
only
really good.
I think I start watching Crazy Rich Asians and I fell asleep. But I always found Asian people to have some of the most creative people in the world. Way more creative than white people. I'm just gonna go out there and say that. You know. white people can be creative. Don't get me wrong. All right, but when it comes to art and anime, like I don't know, the Asians got us beat, man. Like it sucks that anime can't be like fit in this because like if you watch some of the animes and you know this, Val, like, some of them are just pure art and pure cinema and just have some of the
Yes.
best storytelling you'll ever see in your whole entire life. Way
Yes.
better than anything Hollywood's put out. So,
Yep.
and you can see now Netflix is trying to cash in on it with like One Piece, like making all these animes into live action.
actions.
But I do think that they fucked up by making One Piece take so long to film. I know the second season just dropped and I want to go watch it, but I do think that they struggle by making but animes take even longer to make than the live action stuff because these guys like the animators have to draw individual pictures and they still draw it. Like
Yes.
that's why
They
I
live
love
in
anime.
animator housing.
Yeah, and that's why it's amazing. Like they don't use AI to create their animations. Like that's why One Punch Man took like 4 years to create the most recent season, and it was a short season. So, it's just one of them things. But people are creative, no race involved. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's true. That's fair. But right now we're just talking about the fact that they snubbed the Asian people. Snowpiercer was an awesome movie. They put American actors in the film to make a point. Snowpiercer couldn't be nominated. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Snowpiercer was an amazing. When they made the original movie, it was an incredible movie. Like, I don't know. I find stories like that are outside the box to be the most. That's why I like Begonia. I felt like it was very outside the box. I bet you Nerd had seen it. Nerd City's seen it because this is like it's like involves aliens and shit and like they living among us, like it's like right up his fucking alley, dude. But I don't know, I think you would like that movie Begonia, so go watch it, Fal. I think it's on Hulu. Go watch it right now. See you guys. But no, it's really good. I enjoyed it and I'm a stickler for movies and stuff, so just one of them things. But
Oh yeah.
I noticed I started getting a couple subs over on EG Lately Live, and I'm not sure if that's because it's from the quartering video, but I also know I put up the one about the body cams with the wildlife people.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of this is coming from. It looks like a lot of this is coming from me calling out that one guy for stealing content.
Very nice.
He must have got wind of this and shared it with his thing because it's just a bunch of people fucking losing their shit over it because they're saying that because they're saying that he didn't steal, which he absolutely fucking stole. There's no way around this. This black man doesn't have to be like Matt Pat and his crew. Oh my god. I was wondering where some of those subs were coming from, and I was like, it's either I forgot that I even did the Devontae one, but now there's no way you can look around it. He fucking stole those videos, dude. He fucking just re-uploads them, and I'm sure that he can complain, but the guy's got millions of views on his main channel, which I think he bought it. And I don't care how you portray it. I stand by everything I say, and I don't back down. But there's a reason I didn't put it on my main channel, and it goes like my streaming channel is literally like just there to be a shit starting channel at this point. Like anything I'm not willing to do on my main channel, I do over there. That's where most of the people over there hate me anyway. I don't know why. It just goes to a completely different audience than what I get here.
Mm-mm.
And I'm just like, all right, if this is the route we're going, we're gonna go that route. I'll be provocative over there, but I'm just not afraid to stir the pot. I believe in everything I say. Like I don't just say stuff to be like contrarian. Like I say it because I believe it. It's just I like this to be like more like the main channel to be more positive and more interesting, like evergreen type content that people can come back and watch because it's still interesting like later down the line. But for EGA Live, like I don't really care. I mean, if I see someone being a dick, I'm gonna call them out for it. Ugh. If the ETs are portrayed as hostile in the movie Begonia, I will not watch it. No, they're not actually. They're not. It's I've never seen an alien movie like it, Mad Daddy. But I don't want to give out any spoilers either. Because are there even aliens in it, right? That's the other question. Like that's what's so great about it. That's what's so great about it. But go watch it. Don't try to get any spoilers out of me, because if I tell you what happens in it, it's gonna ruin the whole movie for you and the whole experience. Like that's the whole fun of it. It's like, is this real?
Don't be Daniel's crew. Evie.
Yeah, is this real or is this all just crazy people being crazy, right? Like that's what's so fun about it. And if you if I were to tell you anything, then just give it away, right? So, but I don't know. I'm trying to think if I even feel like doing a reaction tonight, because I'm so fucking tired. Like I'm still dying from this weekend.
I'm still sick too, so
yeah.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for tonight, well, one I told Lil Lately's been bugging me to play some video games, so I think I'll probably go hang out with her for a little bit. I wanted to talk about the Oscars and stuff, but hopefully Wednesday when I come back, I'm back on top of things. Friday, I have League event, so there won't be a stream Friday. And I also want to I got to still finish Resident Evil 7 so we could start. I know that some of y'all want to see me play Resident Evil 9 because a lot of
I'm buying it as soon as the tax refund hits.
Yeah, so I think that, because I know that a lot of people like aren't going to sit through and play it, so they want to just have me play it for them. I got to check to see if the VR is finished for it, because I'd love to play it in VR, because I already played through it once just in my free time for fun. But I'd love to do it in VR. It would be so much fun to do it in VR. And I think by the time I get around to it, which is probably gonna be like next week or something, we'll be able to do it. I don't mind. See, if it wasn't for the fact that I have other videos that I have to do, I would just stream constantly, like playing games and just doing whatever, reacting to stuff constantly. But that's not really where my heart is with this content. It's making the videos that I can sit down and organize and try to, talk about things that I'm really passionate about, that I think is where I care most about. Not like
that's why we try to make the streams easy for you.
Yeah, not like this reaction content's fun because I get to just hang out and we all get to laugh at stuff together, but it's nowhere near where my heart's at when it comes to like content and shit like that. Like I like creating stuff is super fun for me. But anyway, I think that's probably where, again, nice and short, a little hour, I guess just under an hour long stream tonight. Or wasn't it exactly an hour? Maybe a little over an hour? I don't know. But we'll be back. I also gotta make sure that, like, the power doesn't go out and stuff, and like a good storm. But I gotta make sure that if you have your computers on during like an electric storm, it can fucking fry your shit. So I like to be safe and turn them off and just be careful and shut everything down. Turn off the amps and stuff. Any last words, Fallon?
No. Bye-bye.
I hope you feel better. Go get some rest too. Hope little one feels better too.
He's waking up from his nap, so we're probably gonna go watch Cars 3 again.
Yeah.
It's his favorite because it's got the monster trucks.
Perfect. Yeah, so with that said, I guess that's where we'll leave it tonight. Nights where little Lately's here too is just, it's just easier to just to not stream super late. But Wednesday she'll be with her mom, so I'll be able to go a little bit later and we can really dive into some stuff that you guys want to talk about, and I won't be in such a rush to get off. So With that said, guys, love y'all lots. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.